na ganyan lang sa loob. Biglang maputol. Naputol, bagong link na naman yan.
Yes. Yung Caloocan hindi nakatapos sa'yo.
Ako kasi.
So pupunta ka.
Oo eh.
Nagpunta raw si Joey ng IT
Ay,
department.
isang
Kilala mo yun, no?
sa
Taga Caloocan.
counterpart ni Jerry na sa lang table na.
Okay.
Wala sir eh, wala akong counterpart na.
messenger ka naman dyan. Habang nandiyan ka.
Dito sir. Kasi nilimit namin ng ano,
Ah,
maraming tang as much as possible.
yeah.
Pero pagpakita ko, nandiyan po sila. Last. Hindi nata nila. Shirt off. Sa audio raw kung
Ito?
ito play po agad. Ano ba play mo? Meron din yung mga bata sa lumat. Gusto mo play ko yung webcam? Pwede na. Pwede na guys. Wait natin.
Ladies, good. Welcome to the fifth high school commencement rite of the University of Manila. With the processional audience, please remain. Now the UE Theater is the university academic process led by Director Ruth F. Admission Campus, Manila. The academic and strand coordinators and the faculty members. Following for ladies and gentlemen are the candidates for graduation. The honor graduates of the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics track. Coming in now are the rest of the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand graduates, starting off with STL 124P with their advisor, Mr. Redentor S. Natividad. Following them are STL 126P graduates with their advisor, Mr. Michael Angelo S. Mercado. Coming in is the STL 127P with their advisor, Ms. Marisa G. Bienvenido. Coming in now are the STL 128P graduates with their advisor, Rex S. Hardeleza. Following are the STL 1210P graduates with their advisor, Ms. Arleth E. Foliero. Students and guests, let us now welcome the presidential entourage. To be led by Assistant University Registrar, Mr. Alan Joyce B. Agabao. Following him are Mr. Edgar B. Arcilia, Vice President, UE Alumni Association Incorporated. Assistant Principal Gerardo V. Venturina, Basic Education Department, Manila. Principal Nieva J. Discipolo, Basic Education Department, Manila. Dean Eva Aurora Di Calwen, College of Education. Attorney Joseph Manuel L. Descalzo, the Commencement Speaker. And Dr. Louis A. de Benagracia, Chancellor, Manila Campus. Everyone, please rise for the doxology and the singing of the national anthem to be led by the University Chorale. Please be seated. Principal Nieva J. Discipulo of the Basic Education Department, Manila, will now present their candidates for graduation.
Candidates for graduation, please rise as I call your strand. University of the East, Manila Campus, Dr. Louis A. de Vinagracia. I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation from the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand. They have been recommended by the respective faculty after complying with all the requirements prescribed by this university, subject to the confirmation of the Department of Education.
Chancellor Louis A. de Vinagracia will now declare the graduation. Candidates for graduation remain standing.
By virtue of the authority vested upon me by the university, and upon the recommendation of your respective faculty and principal, I hereby declare you graduates of senior high school, together with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining, subject to the confirmation of the Department of Education. You may transfer your tassels to the right. May I request the parents and faculty members to please rise. Please join me in congratulating the graduates.
Please be seated. Assistant Principal Gerardo V. Venturina of the Basic Education Department, Manila, will now introduce our commencement speaker.
UP Manila Chancellor Dr. Louie A. Divina Gracia, Dean of the UE College of Education, Dr. Eva Aurora D. Kaluweng, UE Manila Principal, Dr. Nieva J. Disipulo, academic and administrative officials, faculty members, staffers, guests, and friends, dear graduates, a pleasant day. Our commencement speaker for this year and senior high school commencement right of school year 2021-2022 is our commencement speaker for this year and senior high school commencement right of school year 2021-2022 is a relatively young warrior achiever who has proven that you can achieve success even if your journey takes you on a completely different career path. And so, here is the path that our speaker has taken. Growing up, he spent his primary education at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart School, from which he graduated in 2007. Then, he started his journey as a warrior student of UE Manila's then Secondary Laboratory School, graduating in 2011 with the First Honorable Mention Award. That recognition in high school was only the first of many achievements that he would garner as he continued with his college life within the academic walls of our beloved university. Our speaker proceeded to take the degree program of Bachelor of Science, major in Hotel and Restaurant Management at the UE College of Arts and Sciences, Manila. His intelligence, diligence, and competence shone brightly in those 4 years, such that by graduation time in 2015, he was a nominee for UE's Most Outstanding Student of the Year. He wound up as CAS Manila's recipient of the College Distinguished Graduate Award that year. And to top it all, graduated summa cum laude with a grade point average of 1.06. While in college, he got to flex his budding management and organizational skills in the hospitality industry by managing the family resto bar in Antipolo. In addition, he also became a trainee at Brent Robinson Golf Corporation, Alabama, USA, and at the 5-star Dusit Tani Hotel in Makati City, which took him as a regular employee right after graduation. While working in the hospitality industry, though, our speaker had a desire to pursue another calling, the legal profession. And so, in 2016, our speaker returned to Luwalhati, this time as a student in the College of Law, where he became a consistent academic scholar. He also had excellent holistic training at the Office of the City Prosecutor of Caloocan City in 2019, under Assistant City Prosecutor Sheila Masangke. By 2020, our speaker earned his Juris Doctor degree as class salutatorian, and by May 2, 2022, having successfully passed the Philippine Bar Examination, he was among the new batch of warriors to be sworn as a bona fide lawyer. As of this writing, our commencement speaker served as a court decongestion officer under the Regional Trial Court of Caloocan City. Part of his responsibility consists of overseeing the inventory of cases, developing a decongestion plan, and conducting legal research. Being a millennial himself means our speaker is just a few years older than you, dear Gen Z graduates. And so, we are certain that you will be able to relate well to the food for thought and words of advice and inspirations as you yourselves venture into college life, hopefully here in UE as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome with so much pride our young warrior achiever and son of Lualhati, Attorney Josep Manuel Descalzo.
Thank you, Mr. Venturina. To the UE Manila Chancellor, Dr. Louis A. Divina Gracia, Dean of the UE College of Education, Dr. Eva Aurora Caluweng, UE Manila Principal, Dr. Nieva J. Discipulo, Assistant Principal, Dr. Gerard Venturina, academic and administrative officials, faculty members, staffers, guests, and friends, my dear graduates, a blessed day. In God's perfect timing. A phrase which I know most, if not all of us, have at least uttered to or heard from someone. Not only during times of consolation, defeat, or anxiety, but also at times of triumph and vindication. But modesty aside, it was just recently that I finally understood what such phrase really meant. I can vividly recall the precise time and place when Mr. Venturina first sent me an invite as instructed by Dr. Discipulo to be your guest speaker for today's commencement rites at this stage, the UE Theater. It was sent on May 17, 2022 at exactly 11:11 a.m. while I was waiting for my turn to sign the roll of attorneys at the Supreme Court. After reading the invitation, I think it just took me less than 5 minutes to reply, "Thank you for considering me. It would be an honor." But after sending that message, a tough question hurriedly popped in my head. Why me? A recent bar passer with a minimal experience and who have not yet established his name in the legal profession. I was just staring at my phone, rereading and rereading the invitation. Sent by Mr. Venturina kasi baka nga wrong send lang siya. Kidding aside, I was just staring at my phone when suddenly it dawned on me. Maybe this is what they call God's perfect timing. During my younger years, well, like I said earlier from the first session, I am still young and relatively fresh, to be very clear. During my younger years, particularly when I was in grade school, I never really studied. Believe me, all I want was to play with my friends. In fact, every time my elementary alma mater would conduct aptitude tests, my name never appeared on the list of students having above average IQs. To top it all up, the only medal I got from grade 1 to grade 5 was Missionary of the Year. Oh, wag madumi ang isip. Let me explain the award. The award is given to students who had donated a certain amount of money to the school. Practically, in layman's term, you give donations to get a medal. Looking back, I figured maybe that was my parents' way of making me feel less inferior from my sister. My sister was an exemplary student at the school where I had my primary years. She was a consistent top one, graduating as class valedictorian both in elementary and in high school. So just imagine the disparity between the two of us every commencement exercise. During my elementary graduation, our school principal called me and said that I ranked 8th from among the list of graduates based on the raw score I obtained from my 6th year. Unfortunately, since I did not perform well during my lower grade school years, I only ranked 11th. Alam niyo yung feeling ng almost but not quite? That's what I felt. Parang yun nga yung naging mantra ko for quite a while. And you will understand why as I narrate my story henceforth. I could still recall how frustrated I was during my grade school graduation, looking at that podium while my friends received their respective medals. It was at that moment when I swore to myself that moving forward, I will take my studies seriously. During the end of my freshman year here at the University of the East, I ranked sixth from among the list of freshman students. Unfortunately, during my time, but not so long ago, the school only awards top 5 students. So alam nyo na, since top 6 ako, almost but not quite. But that did not stop me. I doubled my effort, and so on the succeeding year, on my sophomore year, I ranked fourth, my first ever scholastic award. On our junior year, I ranked second. At that time, I only had one thing in mind: to graduate as the class salutatorian of class 2011. I wanted to be the class salutatorian and not the valedictorian because I felt like that was more achievable given that I ranked second during my junior year. I was motivated by the fact that both the salutatorian and valedictorian would get to have their speech. I wanted to have that speech. I really craved to have that speech so I could honor my parents. I had this illusion of asking my parents to stand from their seats from among the crowd, introduce them, and ask everyone to give my parents a round of applause. Unfortunately, like I said, almost but not quite. During our high school graduation, I graduated as the first honorable mention. I was not able to have my speech here at this very stage, the UE Theater. Admittedly, it took me a while to get over it, but I refused to allow myself to wallow in despair. On the contrary, I used it as a motivation to strive even further. When I was in college, I wanted to graduate as the summa cum laude with the highest general weighted average because I had this delusional thought that if you obtain the highest grade, the stage will be yours. I thought that the student who obtained the highest grade will get to have a speech. And so I again began to fantasize the thought of honoring my parents. Unfortunately, that was not the case. True, I graduated as summa cum laude with a general weighted average of 1.06, the highest of my batch, but no speech. I was then told that really, there were no speeches during college graduations here. Almost, but not quite. This notwithstanding, I still feel very fortunate and privileged to have been given the chance to lead the class of 2015 graduates in the recitation of the Pledge of Loyalty. When I entered law school, I was blessed to have been given the chance to be a scholar here at the University of the East. Modesty aside, during my first year, I was really gunning to be the class valedictorian. I felt like that time was already my time. Regrettably, because of a major heartbreak that I do not want to talk about, I had a semester where all my grades slumped. At that time, I knew I would not graduate with flying colors. So I told myself, Joma, you have two choices. You either let your heartbreak control you or not. I refused to be controlled by my heartbreak. So, even if I knew that my chances of graduating with honors was slim, I still gave it a try. Finally, the title I have longed for became mine. I graduated as class salutatorian of batch 2020. Sadly, pandemic ensued. Our graduation was online, and of course, there was no speech. Almost, but not quite. Supposedly, in the normal course of event, since we graduated in 2020, we must take the bar examination in November of that year. But since pandemic happened, our bar examination was rescheduled for several times, even to the point of reconfiguring the entire bar examination process. The original 4 Sundays were trimmed down to 2 days with only 1 day interval. On February 5, 2022, the day before the last day of the bar examination, I was not able to study. I literally cried the whole day because a lot of people were already calling and texting me attorney. I let that pressure get in my way. I let that pressure eat me alive. I became too afraid to flunk the bar examination to the point that I was not able to concentrate. Instead, I was busy crying and thinking where I would hide in case I failed the exam. No one knew this story except my best friend. I also did not have the guts to tell this to my parents because I no longer want to burden them. Since our bar examination was coined as sui generis, a class of its own, there were no top notchers. What we had were exemplary and excellent passers. To be considered an exemplary passer, you must obtain a grade of 85. I got 84.29, almost but not quite. As I said, no one knew that story because I felt ashamed of myself. Honestly, I originally had no intention of disclosing that information now. Fortunately, I came across a quote which reads, "One day, you will tell your story of how you overcame what you went through, and it will be someone else's survival guide." I believe today is the perfect opportunity to share it with all of you with the hope that you would no longer repeat the mistakes I did. I know that you all are feeling uncertain about life, confused maybe with the course that you will be taking up in college, but that is okay. Life is full of uncertainty, for sure. Life will definitely not always be on your side. You will never get everything you want, hope, and even prayed for, but that is okay. Certainly, there are moments when you would question your life decisions to the point of starting over again or not starting at all, but that is okay. Whenever you feel like pressure, anxiety, self doubt, or stress is getting in your way, you just have to remember these 4 things. You need to step back to see the bigger picture, reevaluate yourself, contemplate on the decisions that you will make, and try again. I hope and pray that you all continue to pursue your dreams despite of all the adversities that would come your way, with the assurance that your training at the University of the East equipped you for the world. Your journey may take years or even decades, but remember that what is meant to be will always find its way. It may not be under the same circumstance as you originally hoped for, but you will get there. Do not stop believing. The temptation to quit will always be highest just before you are about to flourish. So just keep pushing forward. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "If you cannot fly, then run. If you cannot run, then walk. If you cannot walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." Today, I am standing here at the stage of the UE Theater, the very stage I first dreamt of having my speech. This time, not as one of the graduates, but as your commencement speaker. I am here because I did not let my mistakes and failures overpower me. Instead, I used them as my propellers to reach my vision. Since I was not able to do this to my parents, I would like to ask all the parents and guardians of our dear graduates to please stand up. Everyone, let's give them a round of applause. Before I end, I would like to share my favorite poem entitled Invictus. that literally and figuratively inspired and continues to inspire me to push further regardless of all the life challenges. In fact, I had the title tattooed on my wrist. It goes like this: Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the peak from pole to pole, I think whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbound. Beyond this place of wrath and fear looms but the horror of the shades, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my faith, I am the captain of my soul. Again, congratulations everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Attorney Descalzo, for your generous sharing of your dream-chasing journey. Truly, a dream with God in it is surely a success. Just hold on to His perfect timing. Now, let us have a musical intermission by the UE Chorale.
Pansinin ang naninira sa'yo, basta't alam mo lang na tama ang ginagawa mo. Huwag mong isipin, huwag mong dibdibin, kung papatulan mo, lalo ka lang aasarin. No si balasi. Sino ba sila? Sino ba sila? Gagawin mo lang, gawin ang gusto mo. Walang mangyayari kung sila'y papansinin mo. Talagang ganyan, huwag mo lang patulan. Wala lang magawa, kaya sila'y nagkakaganyan. No si balasi. Sino ba sila? Sino ba sila? Si balasi, no. 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 Si balasi. No si balasi, 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 no si balasi. Sino ba sila? sila Sino ba?
Chancellor Louis A. de Vinagracia will now confer the awards to the honor graduates with high honors. The honor graduates will also be receiving their diplomas. Professor Flor May Manalo, the coordinator of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand, will now call the names of the honor graduates with high honors.
The honored graduates of the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand. Carlo Joshua G. Agapito with high honors. Shanley Vanesca T. Arcilia with high honors. George A. Ayento with high honors. Mark Sigmund A. Babao with high honors. Selfir Rinoa D. Bacani with high honors. Juliana Marie C. Bautista with high honors. Ingrid Rain V. Bello with high honors. Micaela G. Beloria with high honors. Joreline B. Bonifacio with high honors. Joanna F. Bonito with high honors. Jem Joshua B. Kakal with high honors. Nicole C. Camazo with high honors. Emmanuel Alan C. Kambal with high honors. Ariana Y. Chua with high honors. Joanna Sophia C. Cornelius with high honors. Sophia Rain D. Cruz with high honors. Lawrence Jersey M. David with high honors. Arvin John R. de Guzman with high honors. Jasmine Drew P. De Leon with high honors. Joanna May V. De Ocampo with high honors. Anne Bernardine V. Dizon with high honors. Rochelle Agatha L. Enriquez with high honors. Michelle Ann L. Garcia with high honors. Samantha B. Gonzalez with high honors. Micaela T. Gingab with high honors. Irish Jewel R. Gutierrez with high honors. Andre Klein F. Inocencio with high honors. Nisha Angeline T. Jacob with high honors. Dorothy Joy Q. Lagahit with high honors. Natalie V. Lalota with high honors. Jared D. Libao with high honors. Marie Katrina D. Lim with high honors. Ayolex L. Lomboy with high honors. Aldrian S. Loreto with high honors. Eliza C. Mangera with high honors. Chelsea C. Maquinania with high honors. Kim Lara Andrea M. Mariano with high honors. Alice D. Mendoza with high honors. Renzo Luis and Osmilio with high honors. Jean Angelov S. Santos with high honors. Monique Arian G. Soliman with high honors. Jersey L. Tadena with high honors. Maxine E. Tan with high honors. Missionelli R. Telebrico with high honors. Ian Victoria T. Chu with high honors. Rebecca Joyce R. Turalba with high honors. Isabella Katrina R. Tuazon with high honors. Eunice Ann V. Tumolva with high honors. Jana Marie P. Uriarte with high honors. And Arabella Jane O. Valdez with high honors.
Dean Eva Aurora Di Calweng will now confer the awards to the honored graduates with honors. The honored graduates will also be receiving their diplomas.
Frances Gabriel A. Aganon with honors. Joella Magdalene R. Agarin with honors. Rhea Angelica M. Amarilla with honors. Leah Mia V. Apolinario with honors. Monique Jazel B. Aquino with honors. Jiro C. Asada with honors. April Denise C. Bakaykai with honors. Lester Vincent Louis Gautran with honors. Roel R. Castro with honors. Marvin Cayoza with honors. Kathleen Ina P. Chavez with honors. Alessandra Gail S. Silot with honors. Rochelle A. Concepcion with honors. Grisabel T. Cruz with honors. Shijan P. Cueto with honors. Crizel A.C.D. David with honors. Dan Lloyd F. De Leon with honors. Lorraine B. De La Rosa with honors. Crisbel Gwen J. Deeg with honors. Julia Alec G. Engracia with honors. Carla Sofia E. Fernandez with honors. Quincy G. Fernandez with honors. Jacob A. Gabotero with honors. Angelique Kyle Garingo with honors. Mary Joy A. Gianan with honors. Jacques Al T. Gonzalez with honors. John Daniel G. Gutierrez with honors. Andre Harvey M. Hoyumpa with honors. Angelica Andrea A. Ilagan with honors. Neil Simon M. Habian with honors. John Raphael G. Laksa, with honors. Brian Ashley P. Los Bañez, with honors. Lorenzo Christian F. Malaluan, with honors. Aaron Miguel T. Manipud, with honors. Rafaiza I. Mano, with honors. Anya Catherine C. Navarro, with honors. Maria Helena Ritzi S. Negros, with honors. Carlos Gabriel P. Ocampo, with honors. Yasmin Jelaine D. Ocampo, with honors. Naumile V. Ochoa, with honors. Elsevier Colleen P. Oracion, with honors. Ishi Redlin T. Pablo, with honors. Glyza Olivia B. Pangilinan, with honors. Luis Ginsberg E. Pasag, with honors. Jarisha Laika Z. Peñano, with honors. Ishai Carmela T. Perez, with honors. Crystal Celine Y. Pasigan, with honors. Marigold Kylie M. Portales, with honors. Mark Danfel M. Unzalan, with honors. Joanna Marchal P. Radok, with honors. James A. Ramos, with honors. Hannah Grace C. Santos, with honors. Kirk I.C. Marie G. Santos, with honors. Roxanne M. Sarah, with honors. Bettina Louise C. Sikad, with honors. Mark Andre L. Socorro, with honors. Sid Cherie F. Son, with honors. Christian J. C. Soria, with honors. Aiko Lee M. Susara, with honors. Christian Nathaniel F. C., with honors. Christian Jacob D. Tan, with honors. Lorenzo River Paul M. Tan with honors. And Jonel L. Tizon with honors. STEM student with Special Merit Award, Bea Joy L. A. Halyorina.
Let us now have the distribution of diplomas. Principal Nieva J. Discipolo, assisted by Assistant Principal Gerardo V. Venturina, will distribute the diplomas. The audience is requested to please refrain from clapping when the graduates are called individually to receive their diploma. We shall reserve the applause after the last graduate of each strand is called. I repeat, the audience is requested to please refrain from clapping when the graduates are called individually to receive their diploma. We shall reserve the applause after the last graduate of each strand is called.
Mac Ivan Clyde M. Bulan. Mark Anthony T. De La Cruz. Juan Manuel E. Garcia. Luke Christian S. Nakua. Maria Cristina H. Nazareno. Sandra Nicole Z. Raimundo. Sean Sidney G. Adriano. Luis Adrian J. Calpe. George M. Candare. Sara May G. de Guzman. Reinhard II F. Faz. Carl Orville B. Filler. Nino G. Insauriga. Lambert Theodore B. Magno. Ram Luis S. Morales. Sham John A. Pacheco. Micaela R. Peregrino. Dallas Durst A. Rebato. Miguel Antonio C. Reyes. Jerly Matthew M. Rosita. Mark Gabriel G. Season. Mariel Yuri L. Tayamora. Arabella Gwen P. Urayanza. John Claire Kate D. Anakta. John Marco E. Bobier. Kisha Ehana Cablin, Dylan R. Dalumpines, John Isaac P. de los Reyes, Joshua Cloud F. Florentin, Jersey Troy L. Guarino, Cedric Jed P. Limgis, Frank Lloyd F. Monk, Miguel Jared Musa, Alvin Jeff P. Padilla, Dominic Salvador D. Pavia, Julian Andre T. Perez, Maverick Yuan A. Karimit, Clyde Samuel L. Quires, Juliana Jaire A. Silario, Heidi Eliza J. Tabios, Ivan D. Urbano, Mark Francis A. Bugarin, Miguel Ivan G. de Guzman, Hermione Bell N. Escaran, Maria Grace C. Manangan, Joshua L. Manuel, Shimea Rose D. Paso, John Simon R. Purisima, Nathaniel Jeremy B. Rosario, Gabriel Timothy A. Soto, John Aldrin D. Wakneg, Lance Dave Vincent V. Baldera, John Mark T. Bautista, DJ Q. Cabrera, Ron Gabriel C. Cardania, Sean Erica T. Castro, Gabriel Z. Chua, Mark Allen T. David, Rian Gabriel D. de los Reyes, Ashley B. Flores, Rolly Ivan R. Fuertes, Mary Grace Daniel C. Hervasio. Salman M. Mamau. Tristan Charles B. Marcelo. Lindsay Roselle C. Masica. Hans Xavier L. Miranda. Naomi Milay R. Opilanda. Sherlane Rosette G. Ong. Thomas Ivan C. Valdez. And Lannery T. Yumul.
We will now hear the message of gratitude on behalf of the graduates from Ms. Ariana Jean Y. Chua, an honored graduate of the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand.
To the Chief Academic Officer and University President, Dr. Esther A. Garcia, UE Manila Chancellor, Dr. Louis A. Divinagracia, Basic Education Department Principal, Dr. Nieva J. Discipulo, Assistant Principal, Professor Gerardo V. Venturina, highly esteemed university officials, distinguished graduation speaker, SHS coordinators and faculty, staff, dear parents, and fellow graduates, good afternoon. At last, the time has come for us to see our batchmates in one setting, wearing the same togas and caps, proudly marching, seeing our faces, awards, recognitions displayed on a big screen, and finally, walking up to the stage and receiving those diplomas and medals that we all worked hard for over the years of education. This is one of the most important milestones in a person's life, the beginning of an end. And for that, I am more than honored to be given this opportunity to share my message of gratitude with all of you. First of all, I'd like to thank my dad, my mom, my older sister, and little brother for flying all the way here from Zamboanga. They're actually over there. I believe that this is the perfect opportunity for them to be recognized. So may I request my parents to stand up, and may I request everyone to give them a round of applause. Thank you for coming to witness this very special occasion, not only for me, but also for all of us graduates. And of course, to see me deliver this very lengthy speech, which I actually just finalized last night, just like how I normally do with my other homework and modules. I guess a lot of you can relate to that. Kidding aside, we all have different thoughts of today's special occasion. To some, it comes as a welcome relief, something like, finally, I've finished high school, and I can now Netflix and chill whenever I want, and whatever time I want to finish doing so. To others, it is accompanied with a feeling of nostalgia as we look back to the good times and friends we've made during our online classes. But now, we are looking into the future with anticipation and perhaps with some apprehensions. We are concerned with what to do with our lives. But whether we go to college, join the armed forces, or begin a career in homemaking duties, culinary, fine arts, teaching, medicine, we can't really tell where we will be and what will happen in the future. It is uncertain. No matter how prepared and how planned we are, not everything will happen the way we want it to be. You see, life is full of surprises. And I guess it's true that the best things come when you least expect them. At least that's what happened to me back in 11th grade. Because honestly, I came into UE with no expectations. More so graduate at the top of the batch. However, when I knew that I ranked 1 during 11th grade, that's when it hit me. I realized that I had the chance to graduate as the valedictorian of the batch. With that, I set a new goal, which was to maintain my standing. And so I worked hard for it. And here I am now. I've achieved my ultimate goal. So dream, believe in yourself, set your mind to do something, and take actions. We can expect that the road will not always be smooth. There would always be bumps, twists, and turns, which will delay us and challenge us in achieving our goals. So let those difficult situations challenge you to do better and exceed your capabilities, because this make you better, stronger, and wiser. There were a lot of stairs that I had to climb to achieve the things that I have achieved. I had other priorities besides academics, such as sports and training from time to time, to compete even outside the university. Moreover, as a student leader, I had organizational duties as the chairwoman of a council that handles more than 50 clubs. So it's okay if you feel tired, but the important thing is you should not give up. Because if you have come a long way already, why would you give up? If you do, then all of your efforts would go to waste. So turn those hardships into motivation. Then the time will come when you will feel the calm after the storm and see the light at the end of the tunnel and experience the sweetest victory. Because the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. God will not give you more than you can bear. He might let you bend, but He will not let you break. There were a lot of challenges for getting here, but I would say that those were the challenges I don't regret taking. I wouldn't have been here standing in this podium if it weren't for all of my experiences that molded me, that shaped me into who I am today. And of course, I won't forget the people who were with me throughout this roller coaster high school life, who helped me achieve my goals, always had my back, and supported me every step of the way. First of all, to God, thank you for all the blessings that you've given me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to do something meaningful and special on this day. To the UE Basic Education Department, thank you for seeing great potentials in me and for providing us the quality education that we deserve despite the pandemic. To my friends, to my UE friends, Maki, Jared, Carlo, Sha, Eman, Dylan, Frank, and many more, my squad mates, MICC officers, Zamboanga friends, Kriska, Janica, and Alexa, and the rest, you know who you are. It has been fun going through the whole school year with you guys. It has been a great adventure. We all pushed through all the hurdles that were thrown to us. And no matter how big or small, I hope you guys were able to feel that you have made a positive impact, not only to me, but to the university as well. Those happy memories, even if they were just online, made us form a strong bond that goes beyond the corners of our virtual classrooms. Words of thanks will never be enough to show my gratitude and appreciation to all of you. To all our very dedicated and hardworking professors, I want to express my sincerest gratitude for teaching us with much effort and enthusiasm and made classes as interactive as possible amidst the pandemic. Thank you for the enjoyable learning experience we had with you. Now, last but not the least, to the most important people in my life. My motivation to aim high and strive harder. My family, especially my dad, mom, brother, and sister. Thank you for all the support and love that you've given me. Thank you for all the efforts, the hard work, and the sacrifices, especially to my parents. I know that you've probably heard this a lot of times already. It's like I'm starting to sound like a broken record. But really, I am very grateful and thankful more than words could ever say. Everything that I do is for you. And now, my dear graduates, today we celebrate what brought us here: schoolwork, online activities, research, immersion, defense, STEM week plus points, TikTok dances, and the list just go on. The pandemic made us miss having physical classes, seeing our professors and classmates sitting in the classroom together as a whole, and physically attending school activities together. Moreover, having classes online in the comforts of our home have brought us some unwanted disturbances to the screen, such as the crowing of your rooster early in the morning, the barking of your puppy or dog, noises from the people in the house, and a lot more. Some of us weren't even able to have a physical graduation back in junior high school. But here we are today, and how lucky are we to be having to graduate face to face amidst the pandemic. Though a lot changed and we've missed a lot of things due to the pandemic, it's really not about what we missed and how we can't bring the old normal ways from the past. It's about what we can become and how something like the pandemic shaped us into who we are today and made us stronger for tomorrow. Closing this chapter in our lives may make us feel nervous and anxious, since this is a beginning of a whole new journey. Because unlike a movie or a film, a novel or a story, an epic, or simply a book, we just can't fast forward or flip or skip through the pages of our life to see how it's going to be, to see what's next, what's going to happen, and how long the next part or chapter is going to be. So, graduates, soar to the world of new dreams and aspirations. Spread your wings wide and fly high to explore the world around in pursuit of your goals. Today, we have officially and finally become UE Red Warrior graduates, the home of multiple intelligences, top-notchers, champions, and leaders. Will soon be the home of tomorrow's doctors, engineers, lawyers, teachers, nurses, etc., who will be serving this nation with uprightness of character and life, excellence, environment friendliness, social and moral responsibility, loyalty and integrity, and service orientedness. Thank you, UE, for instilling in us these core values, not only to become better students, but more importantly, to be better citizens of our country. So, good luck to all of us in our future endeavors, my fellow batch 2022. I am with you, I believe in you, and I am proud of you. And as Dr. Seuss said, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. All it takes to make a book is a pen and paper, motivation, experience, knowledge, and of course, the support and love of the special people in our life. With that, let us create our own best-selling stories and be the best author that we can ever be. We made it, my dear graduates. Congratulations, and may God bless us all.
Miss Marie Katrina D. Lim, an honor graduate of the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand, will lead the graduates in the recitation of Pledge of Loyalty. Please rise.
Graduates, raise your right hand and repeat after me. Deeply grateful to my alma mater, the University of the East. I hereby pledge to her on this solemn occasion, my abiding loyalty. I will honor my diploma with utmost industry and nobility. I will uphold the university's traditions and ideals, having imbibed them as my very own. I will do everything in my power to be a worthy alumnus by serving and honoring my alma mater and my country. So help me God.
Let us now listen to the batch song of our new senior high school graduates. Graduates, remain standing. Graduates, please be seated. We will now have the induction of the new graduates to the Alumni Association. Mr. Edgar B. Arcilia, Vice President of the UE Alumni Association, Incorporated, will induct the new members. Please rise.
Hello. Fresh graduates, I hope you can put this in your heart, what you're gonna say today for the oath of membership. Sa ulo po ninyo to dahil after graduation ninyo ngayon, college naman, you're still alumni. You'll be the alumni of the University of the East. Please raise your right hands. Repeat after me. I, please state your name, an incoming member of the University of the East Alumni Association, Incorporated, hereby pledge that I will do my best as a member of the organization. I will keep a harmonious relationship with its leaders and members, perform my duties with dedication and maintain professionalism and integrity in my work, practicing the spirit of volunteerism and responsibility. I will be of great help not only to my fellow members, but more importantly, to my alma mater. Welcome to the alumni.
Remain standing for the singing of the university hymn to be led by the university chorale.
Pamantasan ka namin, mahal, ilaw sa karinlan. Buhay, lakas, tunaw, dangal, pamantasan ka ng bayan. Ang pangalan mo ay walhati, at sandigan ka ng lahi. Pamantasan ng silangan, pamantasan ka naming mahal. Pamantasan ka naming mahal, ilaw sa karimlan. Buhay, lakas, tulong, dangal, pamantasan ka ng bayan. Ang pangalan mo ay walhati, at sandigan ka ng lahi. Pamantasan ng silangan, pamantasan ka namin mahal.
Congratulations, warrior graduates. We hope you will continue to let your tomorrow begin in the East. Ladies and gentlemen, the recessional. The audience members are requested to be seated during the recessional. Thank you very much for your presence. To God all be the glory.